from me. Tell me, let me show you. Say your nigga, I'll make you come without no fear. I don't give no fuck about no sex, bitch. I just only want your nigga. I get this smoke out the back to that pussy nigga, yeah. I told that bitch I won't bang. I know that pussy nigga scared. Amazon on how I get down. Bang with that thing, swipe off shit. Since I was small, I ain't stay down. Bitch, that's my mom. I ain't scared. Pussy nigga said, but she told me leave that nigga dead. Few weeks later, I caught the bitch and bust his head. Sneakers say knock all the back off.
So apparently, y'all, Ja Morant back out here acting like this.
Quick fashion question. Should I wear this Tech 9 with the high tops? Or should I wear this Uzi with my low tops?
I put a new 4G's on the Jeep. I never did I keep on 100 racks in my Jeep. I really took it in the hole with a whole Jeep. Now I need to pay for it. I was waking up with racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm in the salty. All the time on my body got me drip. Straight up, I'm a lean, I'm a sip.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And unfortunately, we got to talk about this idiot Ja Morant, who might have just got himself kicked out of the league. And even if they do let him back in, he's probably looking at least half a season suspension, possibly a full season. He's probably done once his contract is up. Because getting caught with the gun one time wasn't enough. Getting suspended, which was a lenient suspension, which they allowed him to come back in time for the playoffs, which him and his idiot teammates stunk the playoffs up, got eliminated in the first round after talking a bunch of crap about LeBron James and the Lakers. He then goes on IG and brandishes a gun again. And it's like, at this point, no one should be making any excuses for Ja Morant. And that's why I named this video. At the end of the day, changing the narrative starts with us as men. As men, we have to hold each other accountable. We cannot, as men, specifically black men, complain about being stereotyped as hood and as thugs. And when someone acts out of their way to portray the hood and thug image, we try to defend them when they get treated accordingly. Can't do that. We have to hold each other accountable as men. That's the only way we're going to change our own image in pop culture. There's no reason for Ja Morant to be acting the way he's acting. My man had both his parents. They stayed together and raised him. So he had the feminine in his house. He had the masculine in his house. He had balance in his household. That man had a house, a fenced-in house in the suburbs. One house his whole entire life. So he has stability. All right, that's 2. 3, he went to a private school. So he had top-notch education. All right? Then they got him to college, which he then left to go to the NBA. So I don't want to hear nothing about T. Morant. Specifically, oh, this is T. Morant's fault. He should have stepped up and he should have did something else to help Ja out. Now, that man did enough. He did enough. He got with his mother, stayed with his mother. They brought a house. They put him through private school, supported him all the way through his basketball career up into the NBA. If this idiot decides he want to be a super thug, what, like he Noriega, that's on him. It has nothing to do with his parents. Stop making excuses for this man. Then people talking about oh, he hanging with the wrong friends. You can't even say that. Because if you actually watch the video where he brandished the gun, which also was at the beginning of this, you'll see that his boy didn't even know he had a damn gun out because he didn't at first. And when he seen that the gun was out, he quickly put the camera on his shoulder. But it was too late. I tell you guys all the time, once you put something on the internet, it is on the internet forever. Someone that already screen recorded it, screenshot it, whatever you want to call it. It's what you might call it. It's too late. Split decision, ruin your life. So he does have good friends. Because a friend who didn't give a damn would have never moved the camera and put it on his shoulder when he realized that his friend was being an idiot and about to ruin his damn career like that. But he did. So you can't blame his family. His family did their job. You cannot blame his friends. His friends did his job. Then I see a stupid-ass viral post like this. Let me read y'all this stupid-ass viral post, because this is a good lesson for y'all. This idiot says, well, I think this is hypocritical because you'll see the NBA showing a John Wick commercial and having NBA players promote the movie, unless it's a specific clause in his contract, and those clauses probably only apply to team facilities and planes, etc., not in a car with a friend in an open carry state. Let me tell you guys something. John Wick is a fictional movie. There is no John Wick. And can't nobody go around and murder all those people without dying like that. That is entertainment. John Morant's brandishing a gun in real life. Secondly, when you go to a professional sports league, and it's not even just professional sports, it's anything that has to do with the entertainment industry, anything that makes you a public figure. When you sign with Nike, the NBA, the NFL, Hollywood, any of that stuff, you're expected to stay out of trouble. And yes, there are clauses in his contract that holds him accountable to staying out of trouble, because whether he likes it or not, the fact that he's a public figure in the NBA makes him a role model, makes him something that a lot of kids look up to. And I know nowadays it's cool to say, I'm not a role model. I'm not a robot, because you don't want the responsibility and accountability of having to act like a damn adult and behave yourself in a grown manner with respect for yourself and others. So you want to say you're not a role model so you can do whatever the hell you want. But guess what? When you're in the NBA, you are a role model. If you don't want to be a role model, don't sign a damn contract. And then you don't have to worry about it. Make up your own business, and then you can do whatever the hell you want. Because let me let you know something else. This is the second part of what this idiot said. As men, we should know better than to say stupid stuff like that. The second part of this idiot said, someone gave him the example and said, well, you're supposed to be a role model. You're on an NBA contract. Of course, there's clauses in the NBA contract that say that you can't act like that. This idiot then goes, in your example, that happened at work. Of course, in Ja's case, both incidents happened outside of work, not company time, which brings up, where's the line drawn at? Can my job call me for not using the condom on a one-night stand because they deemed it unsafe? Let me tell you guys something, just in case you don't know. And as grown-ass men, we should know this. It's annoying to me that a grown-ass man is making all these excuses for him. Stop it. There's no excuse for him. He messed up. Let that man take accountability. Let him be a man. He has to be responsible for it now. But let me tell you guys something, and this is a gem that you all should know, but just in case you didn't know. If you sign to any company, they have clauses that say if you do anything that does not act in the best interest of the company, embarrasses the company, or put the company's reputation at risk, your ass could be fired. Even you, watching this video, if your ass work for any Fortune 500 company, and you go online and you say anything that they don't like, or you do anything that they don't like, yes, they can and they will fire your ass for it. What are y'all talking about? Didn't we just see a female firefighter get fired for posting thirst traps on IG at the damn firehouse? Don't we see teachers getting fired for having OnlyFans? What are we talking about here? Don't we see people get cursed out for putting racial comments on Facebooks, on Instagrams, on Twitters? We see this all the time. It's a known fact when you apply for a job, especially if it's at a Fortune 500 company, they are going to run you through a background check, which includes looking at your social media platforms. And if they see anything that they perceive to be debaucherous activity, such as twerking, being butt naked, having the OnlyFans, cursing, saying racially or politically insensitive things, they will not hire you. And you guys know better than to say dumb stuff like this. Because the first time a YouTuber says something you don't like, the first thing y'all do is go and try and find out where they work to get them fired. So if it was as simple as, well, I'm not at work, I'm not on company time, so nothing should happen to me, these things wouldn't happen. But they happen all the time. They've been happening every day. So you know better than to say what you're saying. You reach into the stars to try to keep this man from being accountable. And as men, that's not what we're supposed to do. If we're nothing else, we're supposed to be accountable. If we're nothing else, we're supposed to be accountable. Ja had every chance to make this situation right and to not get in trouble for it. Ja decided to make the idiot-ass decision to do the same damn thing again. Ja clearly does not value being in the NBA. He clearly does not value being a Nike-sponsored athlete. He clearly does not care. There might be something wrong with Ja. To me, he looked like he's a little bit on the spectrum. Maybe he really does need some help. But he was supposed to be getting that help. And apparently, doing hood rat things with his friends is more important than helping himself stay in the league so he can make this money, be the best that he can be, and enjoy doing what he loves as a profession and making millions of dollars doing it. He's taking his opportunity for granted. So if it's taken from him at this point, honestly, I would have no problem with it. He deserves it. I would not feel bad for him. No one should be feeling bad for Ja at this point. No one should be making excuses for Ja at this point. Any man making an excuse for Ja at this point might as well be a female. Because there is no excuse. None. I don't want to hear nothing about his family. I want to hear nothing about his friends. Ja is a grown-ass man who already committed this sin one time before and was stupid enough to commit the same sin again. So therefore, whatever happens to him as a result, let that man eat cake. This is a grown-ass man. And let him be an example for the brothers coming up that this isn't going to be tolerated. We just seen Mikey Williams get in trouble for brandishing the gun, for having possession of a firearm. Let these young dudes deal with it. And we want to change the narrative. It starts with holding each other accountable. The hell with the law in the NBA. We need to hold each other accountable. We need to say that this is whack. We need to say that this is corny. We need to say that this is lame. We don't need to make excuses for this. If y'all want women to start calling out other women for being single mothers and to stop making that seem cool, then it's about time we start calling out other men for being fake super thugs, what, and stop making that seem cool. So I don't feel bad for Ja Morant. I still hope he gets the help he deserves, but I don't even think he really deserves. He should be suspended for the next season just for being that big of an idiot. Let him sit home with no pay and think about it. That might be the only thing that gets through to him. But no one should be making excuses for Ja Morant. The fact that there's people making excuses for Ja Morant is why black men continue to be viewed the way that they're viewed. And it's why they still always feel like they have to have this super thug image, even when they have all these talents and opportunities and we're put in these situations where they don't have to be. The people who are in the streets have to be in the streets. Ja Morant never had to be in the streets. But when y'all make excuses for it and then praise dudes who out there, you're causing more of the problem. You're not helping it. Again, as men, we should never have an accountability issue. Let Ja eat cake. Hopefully he's suspended for the whole year. Hopefully that's enough to change him and give him plenty of time to get whatever help he may need. But there should be no excuses for this man made by anyone. And that's my thoughts on that. I am Alex and I am out. Peace.